me, Jimmy Lou from the Messy Craft Corner. You guys, hello. I'm trying to get this that is going the right direction. Oh, good gravy. There we go. Hello, and welcome. Welcome. It's Jimmy Lou from the Messy Craft Corner. Everything is different on every device, and I gotta tell ya, that was a little wonkadoodle. Hello, Jamie. Hello. Good. Glad that you're seeing me. It just took me a hot second. I can't believe it took me 6 minutes to do that. So, hello and welcome. Say hi if you're here. Hello, Marley Grace is here. You guys, I'm so excited for this. I'm just trying to grab me a few things. Give me a second. I'm over here. Here's my tall and skinny, you guys. I have something to show you. If I'd watching junk journal. Oh, it's supposed to say bird watching junk journal, you guys. Oh, good gravy. Oh, and somehow I can turn on a live chat on this thing too. There are 7 friends watching. All right, somebody tell me how to read my comments on this thing. Ooh, I forget how to do it, you guys. It's been too long since I've been watching, since I've been doing all of the things. So, let's see. I think sometimes it will tell you your comments. I don't know. Jimmy Lou is having a little trouble here, you guys. Bear with me just 1 second so that I can see what I needed to get doing here. Oh, there we go. I have comments. Yay, I figured it out. I don't know how. Don't ask me how. I don't really know, but I did it. So, hello and welcome. How was everyone's day? Did everybody have a really good day? I had a good day. I got a lot of seam binding. A lot of seam binding taken care of and all of the things. And all right. So this is the inspiration for today's live here on YouTube. I was planning to do a live here on YouTube, and here's what I came up with, because we did this over on my Facebook page. So if you follow me on Facebook, you saw yesterday we created a tall and skinny using a file folder, and even to the place where we created kind of a cool flip out, and in the front we did this pocket, and we tucked some journaling paper in there today, and we've just been kind of motoring along playing with this book, right? Well, I went and I pulled something out that I remembered that I had today, and that was, I had these, you guys. Look at these. These are like long flashcards, Nest and New Nest and I'm not sure what they were used for. Here's Fence, for Fence F, you know. So I thought this was cute, and it's nice and tall and skinny just to add into my book like this. So I'm gonna add it. We're gonna get on to a new journal here in a second. I was waiting to see if some friends got here. Hello, Linda. My seam binding came today, and it's so pretty. Awesome. Congratulations for getting your seam binding. Let's see. Debbie Fritz is here. Patty Wayford is here. Carol is here. Carol Maloney just got here. You finally got out of the house after being homesick for the last 10 days. You're not 100%, but you're doing better. That's awesome. Awesome. Everybody do me a favor, and down underneath this video, there's a little thumbs up. Just give this video a thumbs up. I just did it. You guys can do it too. Make sure that you're subscribed to the Messy Craft Corner. This is supposed to say bird watching junk journal, not I'd watching junk journal. So, but because I had accidentally hit my live button and it was like right up my face, I decided to go ahead and change it. So I'm going to keep the fence one kind of tucked in here just in case, but these are fun because if you want, you can journal right on these. You could cover the backside with some journaling paper and you could journal on it. But I just think because it's tall and skinny, these are going to make kind of cool additions to this tall and skinny book. So that being said, I did have a link in the other video. I don't think I got the link into this video, but I have a link for the printables I'm about to bring up here and show you. First of all, this is gorgeous. And whenever I was looking at this, I said to myself, Jimmy Lou, you just got some really pretty quilt material for your sales, and let's do a quilt bound book here, okay? So I'm going to bring this up here and I'm going to show it to you, and I'm going to tell you, if you would like one, I probably have a pen I can grab, or a pencil, and a piece of paper, you guys. And if anyone would like to get one, they'll be $15, and they're 13 by, I forget how much, but if you'd like to get one, we can put you down, and Larry can cut you some, and I can invoice you and do all the things. So if you're watching on the replay, yeah, ring the bell for notifications. That's right. Marley Grace is so right. If you like a piece of this bedspread fabric, you can just leave it in the comments here. If you're watching this on the replay, or you happen to catch it over on Facebook, because I think I'm going to download it and upload it over there and see what we could do. I would like, over here we have 615 subscribers. I would like to have 1,000 subscribers to this YouTube channel by my birthday, which is in March. So if you know someone who you think would really like this content, make sure to sprinkle the video to them. Okay, so here's part of the kit. And I printed this on cardstock because I want to use the flower part for others. But let's just take a look. I have my signature all built and ready to go. So here's what it is. It's bird watching, you guys. So there's a lot of like bird watching stuff on it. So here's this, and then let me show you this beautiful piece of quilt. So it's double-sided, you guys. Oops, that's part of my signature. It's double-sided, and one side is completely this, okay? So it's completely this on the one side, and then the other side has different pieces of like quilted, shabby chic kind of stuff. And whenever I have my sale next week, this will be in next week's sale. But those of you who are watching today on YouTube, you can say in the comments that you'd like one, and it's $15. And they measure, it measures 13 inches by 9.5, 9 3/4. He got it, so 9 3/4. So it's plenty high enough for an 8.5 by 11, and then it's plenty wide enough to create a one signature journal. So hopefully your mother-in-law finds me. We'll ask her next time I talk to her. Awesome. So, here's the signature. Here's what I have. I have a piece of doily that I want to put in here. And I keep going back and forth between this piece of doily and this piece of doily. Because I love this green too. So, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Yes, I need to. On YouTube, there's so much that gets shown, and I got this new camera stand, and I love it because, like, it's off to the side over there, and I just love it. Okay, so tell me, which would you like to see in the signature? The square one, folded into a triangle, or this is my own dyed doily, and I think that would look just really pretty in there. So you would like one, Linda Robinson. Debbie Fritz. And Carrie Hall. Okay, so if anyone gets here late and they say, oh, where can I get one of those? You guys can tell me. You love the green? Linda Harper? Hello, how are you? Jamie, are you asking for a piece when you say the green one? Oh, the green one. The green doily. Duh, Jimmy Lou. Hang on a second, you guys. All right, the green one. I think so too. I like the green one too. It does look nice against the fabric. Okay, so then what my thought is, and I'm just giving you a little bit of my thinking process, is I'm thinking, but I'm not entirely positive. I have these bird's nests that I get them at Hobby Lobby. I buy them after Easter, and I just thought this might look kind of cool. even if we just, you know, cut a small piece of this to back it, I'm not sure what it would look like. These are kind of dark, you guys, but they're really pretty. And I know it's going to really make the front of that kind of stand out, so we can kind of break it down some. I can put it on the floor. I can step on it. It'll smash it down some. But they're really pretty. So we can do this. I'm sorry. I'll try not to talk quite so loud. I feel like I'm shouting. Sorry. Okay. So, you know, we could put just a little piece of this behind it. That would just make it kind of pop up. So that's what I'm thinking. Okay, so before we get going too far into it with that idea, because I'm not sold on it completely, let's do something to the inside. And then we'll take a look at what I have set up for the signature while that's drying. So I have a piece of this white lace, and it's really, really pretty. And what I want to do is I want to cut off this edge that makes it gathered. I am not a gathered lace kind of person, but it seems like I've been getting a lot of, oh, it's not my volume. It's because he's just in the next room, and I was probably very loud. So I want to make this a pocket on here, and I want to let some of that lace just peek out from the bottom, because that's kind of been my thing lately. I feel like I've just really been enjoying having the lace stick out. So here we go. I'm just going to trim this up, you guys, and then we'll get it glued down. And I'm going to use Fabri-Tac. I know. And then it gives it that nice kind of like ripped edge at the top, Carrie. Okay. So there we go. Yeah, I kind of like it with that sticking out. And then it sort of breaks up this print. And some of this fabric, it has like a ruffle because it was a bedspread. It has a little bit of a ruffle. Now, this is not hand quilted. I'm going to go with, it's probably from the 80s, maybe the 90s. So it's not super old, but it's old enough, in my opinion. So here we go. What we're going to do is we're going to take Fabri-Tac, and I'm just going to go straight along the bottom. So my back is kind of plain, but it's okay. I'm okay with plain. And we're just going to go straight here with some Fabri-Tac. What's everybody doing today? Anybody do anything extra special? All right, and we'll do a little bit up this way. And then we're going to put this into place. All right. Does it say how many friends are here? I don't know where to even see that. Oh, 16 watching. Well, hello, hello. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Here we go. Now I'm going to let some of that hang out because I don't need it all for the pocket, right? You could, if you have lace and you want it to be, you know, this part at the top, you definitely can do that. But now I've got that pretty edge at the bottom of my book that I really love. You got to teach 6th grade civics today. Awesome. You've been sick. Oh, I'm sorry, Linda. Okay, so I'm just going to put a little tack of this right here. And that's going to help to hold that into place when I stitch my signature in. Okay. All right. And then we're going to set this to the side to dry. And then I'll show you the signature. So I went ahead and I prepped the signature ahead of time. So that way, look how pretty that looks. You didn't have to sit and wait forever for me to do that. You went and got your hair done? That is so awesome. Getting your hair done is so awesome. You know what I like about getting my hair done? When they scrub my head. When they like... For a woman, I don't know. There's just no greater joy that sometimes than that. Okay. So I'm sure there is, but in the moment, that just feels really good. So here's the signature. So this is a bird watching junk journal set. Hey, Brenda Vinoy. And it's got a lot of pretties, and it has both men and women in it, so that's kind of nice. Now it's going to end up being girly. There's a lot of roses in it, and I just went and stuck lace on it, so there is that. Okay, I got a paper doily in here, and this hat came with some writing paper. And then here's some of my own coffee dyed paper, because you know, when you're out bird watching, especially in the wintertime, it's cold. So you know, maybe they spilled their coffee on their field notes or whatever, but okay. And then here's this part here. So I need to do something to this, but I wanted to do it when I could show you. So I've been using envelopes a lot in my books lately. And what I want to just do here is I want to add some glue, and I want to glue this closed. The one side is already glued closed. And I've been cutting the tops off to create these top load pockets. But I think on this one, I'm just going to do the side because I think it would be fun. Painting a tray and making, oh, cool. Carol, welcome. Glad that you're here. So I'm putting this at 4.5. Okay. And the reason I did that is so I can flip this over and put it at 4.5 on this side. And then it's the same. Hi, Linda Jeremiah. How are you? Some of you guys are going to want the quilt piece that I'm offering today because it matches this set just so pretty. Look at how pretty that matches with that tree. So it's perfect. These are $15. Anybody who's getting here, you just can leave a comment and I will put you down for one. Otherwise, you can wait till the sale next week to get one. And they're each different because it's different quilt blocks on it. So there's more coffee. No, wait, I did coffee dyed there and there. Let's move this one. So this is just a yellow dyed. And this is going to be my center. Okay. There we go. That works a little better for me. I'm glad you're doing good. How many, okay, be honest. How many of you have me on the big screen? But isn't she pretty with the bird? I think she just looks really pretty. And these vintage cameras are just super pretty. This is just a piece from an old book. And I liked how it had kind of that look to it. And then she's taking a picture of that bird in that nest there. And then the other day when I was thrifting, I picked up some of this. It's a cardstock. And I thought this kind of is maybe a little fitting for this book because, you know, you can track different types of bird species and things like that. I don't know. I don't know what this was intended for, but that's what we're going to use it for. And then it's got that pretty green on this side, which we're going to make a pocket for. Okay, so here's more of that coffee dyed paper. And then this was in a kid's music book. And the words to it were on one page and the pictures were on the other page. So what I'm going to do is we're going to add some glue to two sides, either top and bottom or side. I think we're going to do side and bottom. Let's do that. Okay. So, and then that way we can, hold on, my glue isn't wanting to come out. You're on your iPad? Awesome. Awesome. I'm trying, can you guys hear me okay? Because I'm trying not to talk too loud because I don't want to, I'm in the dining room and I don't want to disturb my sweetie. Okay. We're going to add some glue on the bottom and up the side. And then this will be a top load pocket. Now this is the center of my signature because I want the song to be seen. So we can do a top load there and over on this side, because it's going to be two different pages, we can do the top and the bottom to do a side tuck on the other one. Okay. Just like that. There we go. So I know the birds are red. It doesn't exactly match, but it is a junk journal. And I just kind of like it. All the red birds. I mean, perhaps maybe there's some ephemera with some red birds on it, and we can make it happen. So here's what we have. Very, very pretty. I'm in love with the bird houses. Look at, he's looking, he sees the bird in the birdhouse. How cool is that? Then there are some of my hand-dyed paper. Here's that envelope to the side there. Okay. And then we've got this page here. There's the doily. There's the field notes book, right? And then that. Okay, so let's just, we're going to just tap, 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 you guys. And I have some clips to do to get this all clipped in here. All right. So we're going to take this. I'm going to find the center. I'm going to take this and we're going to tuck it inside of our book cover. All right. So we've got top, bottom, side, side. Ooh, I'm liking it, you guys. I think this is going to be a really pretty book. All right, let's do this. Grab this part here. And we're just going to use my clips. And we're going to clip this in place. All right. And I'm going to clip it on this side too. So there we go. Now we're all ready to do the sewing of the signature. Hi, Pat Mize. How are you? Hi, Diana Barker. So if you guys are looking at this and you're seeing this green quilt fabric, I do have pieces. They're $15. If you want one here on YouTube, you can just say in the comments that you'd like to have one, and I'll write your name down, and then I'll invoice you probably tomorrow. And Larry will get them cut and we'll get them sent out. Otherwise, you could wait until I have a Facebook sale. And I mean, there's not 100 people here today, so you don't have to worry too much. You might still could get, you know, they might not run out too soon. Okay, I'm going to take my awl and we're going to just poke straight through, you guys. Now, I'm going to be really careful because I got to tell you, you can poke your finger really hard and fast doing these, and it can just cause issues. So I poke straight through the center, you guys, and then I'm just making sure my pages are straight, and then I'm going about an inch up from the bottom, and we're going to poke out the side. Oh, I thought I got myself. Okay, just like so. I'm using off-white cream color waxed thread for stitching in the signature. Okay. Hi, Diana Barker. Okay. Using my eyeballs to sew this in. All right, so here's my piece. Oh, I forgot my hole at the top, you guys. Let's just stick that out there. Okay, and then an inch down from the bottom, you guys, about roughly. I'm not worried about adding the extra loop for sewing to put a, you know, tassel or a charm on it because it's fabric, and if I use a bulb pin, I can right through there and we'll be good. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna go down through the bottom. I mean, down through the center. Down through the center. So did anybody purchase the printable kit? I did have it on my Facebook page. All right, I'm coming up through the bottom because that's where I felt it. I felt like it needed to come through the bottom. And then we're going to go all the way to the tippy top and go out. Okay. And then what I need to do is I need to come back through the center. So stitching in a signature is kind of the only thing that you really want to make sure you do right. Everything else in junk journaling, there's no real rules to, okay? I don't think there is anyways. If I'm wrong, somebody can send me a message. and be adult about it and just be like, you're wrong, Jimmy Lou. And I'd be like, okay, sorry. All right, let's see. I came through the fabric, but nothing else. Hang on. Let's go back out through here and see where we're at exactly. There we go. All right, so I stuck that back through there because now I can see where I need to come back through. What is happening? Okay, what is happening? Hold on. All right. Jimmy Lou has to get her old lady eyes happening, you guys, because I can't see it. Okay, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, that I'm just totally missing. It's not coming through. And now we're definitely dancing around here, you guys. Hold on. I don't want to lose this. It's just making a jerk out of me. All right. Yeah, it's just pushing my papers around is all it's doing. I don't know why it's doing that. So sometimes when that happens, you just have to kind of poke it. Maybe go through like one page at a time. It's really making me mad, I can tell you that. All right, let's go. We got some there. Yeah, see, I'm just totally missing. Some part is not lined up right, you guys. Oh my gosh. Nothing like a book to make a jerk out of you. Okay, there's some through there. Something must have shifted, is what must have happened. Okay, now we're back up through there. Sure. Plus, it's a little, like, I don't know, the lighting in here is a little different. So, Phyllis Johnson. Is that Molly Jasper Phyllis Johnson, or is that the other Phyllis Johnson? All right, so nice and taut you want to do, guys. So that way, if that's in upside down, I'm going to screech. All right, we're good. We're good, we're good, we're good. Okay, so see how it's not tight there? I got to make sure that I give this a pull and make sure it's tight. So hold on. It's really kicking my tushy, you guys. Hold on. Let me just see. If you see the back of my head, I am really sorry. Okay, there we go. All right, there we go. Okay, so now on either side of that long piece is where you need to tie this up. I don't know why that was giving me such trouble, but it did. So, hello, hello. Hey, Patty Face Smith. Geez, now I can't even tie the knot. All right, there we go. And I'm going to tie it in a bow for time being, but I may or may not add some charms to it. I think I have some really cool bird charms and all of that. Hi, Eileen. So here's what we did so far. We took a piece of bedspread quilt, and I did say a couple of times that if you would like a piece, just leave a comment. I'll write you down and I'll invoice you. It is really pretty. It's $15, you guys. And that's for a size big enough to create a one signature journal. If you want a bigger piece than one signature and you message me, we can work that out for you. Larry can cut it. It's not all cut yet. Once it's all cut, then you're in trouble. So, and then I was saying about possibly putting a little bird nest on here. But again, this is kind of big. I might have to like think this through, whether I want to do this or whether I want to like rip it apart and just put like a bird nest there. So I'm probably going to step on it is what I'm going to do. I'm probably going to take it out on the sidewalk, put it down with my heavy shoes and just stomp it. So see if I can get it a little flatter. But I think that I definitely, if I do put it on here, we're going to take some of this doily and put it underneath just so that it looks cute. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm thinking. So, okay, let me put this out of the way, you guys. Over there. Here we go. And let's just take a look again at what we have happening. So this has this really pretty deep pocket now. It's kind of deep. And then we've got pretty doily and our printables. And then I was afraid I was boogering up some of my pages, but I didn't do too bad. We're okay. There we are anyways. Okay, here's this part here. And I did print out on a piece of cardstock that I want to put on here of these flowers because I think the flowers are really pretty. And then there's a lot of really beautiful ephemera pieces, you guys, including things that look like stamps, you know, that we can do tuck spots, all kinds of fun things. There are little bitty envelopes that you can do up that are super cute. And I thought the envelopes might look super cute inside the pocket, you guys. Like if we tuck them in there, it gives it a nice place to live. So, okay, Brenda Vinoy, gotcha. And if you're watching this on the replay after the live has ended, you can leave a comment and I'll come back and check the comments. And or you can message me over on Facebook. Okay, so this is something that's a possibility inside of there, but there are a lot of like really cool, there's some tags and there's some journal cards and things like that. So I say let's start to play a little bit and see what we want to really come up with. So I had this poem. I'm gonna tell you, it started out, and it's a good thing I read the whole thing because then it started talking about like death and dying, and it was an Edgar Allan Poe poem. And I know sometimes he's dark anyways, but you guys, I was like, I can't put that in my bird book. So, and then I thought, oh, I have this really cool like wildflower field notes kind of thing. And I gave it to somebody. I know who I gave it to, but I don't want to say because we have something cooking and it's a surprise. So anyways, yeah, so there's that. So I couldn't use that. And so I'm going to look tomorrow when I go to one of the thrift stores about finding one of those field notebooks. Okay, so here's this. We have this that can be a pocket this way, and then we created it as a pocket this way as well. So it was a different song on the opposite side of each of the pages. And so yeah, it's kind of cool. It was like a little kid's like rhythmic book. So all of the things that took me a lot less time than I thought it was going to take me, you guys. So let's just talk for a second. I have some really pretty trims that we may or may not use in this book. This is just simply stunning. I love how pretty this is. And I don't know if I want to do like along the edge. I haven't really thought about the edge of the book itself, but I did kind of think about like across here, you know, to just give it sort of that banner look, or even if I went kind of this direction, and then if I do end up doing this, it would be over that. Can you guys hear me okay? Because I'm trying not to talk too loud because I don't want to disturb Larry's watching TV in the other room. The more field guides you have, the better. I think you're right. I think you're right. So I kind of like this, even though it's like covering up some of the pretty quilt piece. I think it still is kind of cool. So there's that as a possibility. Then I also have this stuff, which is like a ruffle. And I did think along the same lines that this might look pretty along there. And then if we decide, you can hear me, okay, good, to do this, this also would look kind of cool in the center as a closure that we could do. Ooh. So then it's okay if it sticks up some. That might be an idea. If I use some of my seam binding and do that. I organized it all, you guys. I did a really good job. I'm very proud of myself that I got it that way. So tell me what your thoughts are. Help me out here. I'm used to having help over at Facebook. Marsha Gerber, got ya. And they're $15, you guys. Yeah, so then in that case, if we're going to do a closure, we just need a little something underneath it, right? Like a little piece of that doily. And then that would be glued down. Not the whole thing, so don't worry. It'd be more like this. Just kind of like a little, if I had a round one, that'd be better. Let me think that through. Let's just sit on that for a bit. You guys can tell me what you think. But I'm thinking either this brown or this is green apple that I accidentally left in too long, and then it touched the brown when it was drying, and it got kind of cool. But it would definitely match either. This is what the regular green apple looks like. Pat Mize, it's going to be roughly about $4 for shipping on it. Unless you have something coming, then it won't cost you very much at all. I can check and see if some of your seam binding didn't go out because I'm still dyeing it. You like what you're seeing right there? Okay, you're gonna have to explain just a little bit. All right, so let's go in here to this part right here, and let's begin to cover this. Okay, so I did not bring a ruler out here, but I think, okay, hang on a second. I gotta grab a ruler. Some things you just need a ruler for. Not even kidding. You just sometimes need a ruler. Ruffle diagonal on the cover. The ruffle, so that gathered piece. It's a cream color too, so it's not exactly white. So you like this. But then did you like the bird nest on there? I don't want to cover this up. This is kind of like some shabby bit from the thing, so we can even go a little bit away from there. Did you like maybe I should just, if I should get rid of the bird's nest, just say, Jimmy Lou, get rid of the bird's nest. But I'm thinking it might make a really cool closure. Definitely unique. And I could get some little tiny eggs and put some little eggs in the basket too. Okay, so this piece here, it's measuring 4.5, so 4 1/4 wide is what I need. Let's trim this off over on this side. And then do 4 1/4 here. Okay. And then height-wise, how high it is, is 4¼ so I need 4 inches. Okay, so there are my 2 pieces for this front one that we can just add right on there, you guys. And then it's got a side loading pocket that we can create a tag, or like I said, we can put those little envelopes in there. A lot of fun things. Okay, what is happening with this glue? It's not even cold out here, you guys. Good thing there's some needles right behind me. I needed to have something on the cover that tells us it's a bird watching book, right? We can't just have it not have anything. Just saying. All right, here we go. Let's cover this up. Now, we're not going to get this all done today, but I got a couple of I feel like a bird brain. I got a couple of bird books happening. The Tall Skinny is one. And then I had that little small, who remembers the little small Ipsy bag that I was creating with one? This looks so pretty on here, you guys. Next to that tree. Isn't that pretty? Let's see what we have over here that we can use. Look at this. That is really, these are really very pretty, you guys. Look at. We can make a little belly band with this. Yes, we can. We surely can make some belly bands if we want to, because there's some really cool journal cards as part of this as well. Like these birds here. That would make it really cool if we make a belly band over here. And I have an idea. I think we use some lace to do it. All right, let's glue this down one thing at a time. My brain's going 12 directions right now. So if you're watching, say hello, and do all the things. Sprinkle, share, all those things, whatever it is that you want to do. Okay, so this is a pocket. So my whole, we can make a belly band on here. I'm not going to do that, but I think a belly band on this coffee dyed piece would be really pretty with something like this tucked underneath it because of the birds. Nicole Kramer is here. Hello, hello, welcome. Welcome, welcome. And if you're here and you have a different name on here than you do on Facebook, can you just let me know? Because that gets me sometimes and I'll be like, oh, that person is from Facebook. So look, I have this pretty lace. So what do you say we make a lace belly band? And then we can take the paper and we can put the paper over top of the belly band. And then we can take something from the kit and put over top of, just like so. Doesn't that look pretty? Like the bird is flying away from the little birdhouse, and I think that looks very sweet. Okay, so this lace I got in a bundle of stuff, and it has this angle. I'm pretty sure someone was making pillows or something with the stuff that I got, but so I do have it that it goes a couple directions. So if I want to do a belly band this way or a pocket, I could. Okay, so here we go. We're going to go here. Okay, I definitely cut that crooked. Hold on, let me straighten this up a bit. Okay, there we go. And then we're going to do it right across the bottom too. There we go. All right, now we're just going to do a little bit of this is Fabri-Tac in this bottle. Ooh, that was a little bit too much, Jimmy Lou. Let me just snag some of that off of there. That's going to be messy. press this down. Oh, I should have definitely had a little more. Okay. There we go. Now I'm gonna have to put paper or something underneath this for when I put this on there, because I don't want to glue straight through the lace and glue the whole thing down. That's going to defeat the purpose. Although it still would make a pretty page. I don't really want to do that, okay? I love this lace too, and I have a lace obsession right now for some reason. Okay, there we go. And let me just see, be careful you don't glue things together, you guys. Let's just trim this up a bit. There we go. Oh, it's gluing to my finger, you guys. I can feel it. There we go. But isn't that pretty? And then if we take, you know, the bird cards and we tuck it underneath there, you'll be still, you know, you can let them stick out a bit. You can use it and do it and not put big lace on it. You can put some smaller lace. Also, you know, all good things. Okay, so here's this piece here. And we're gonna glue this out. Now listen, you can do a double belly band here. Let's do that. So the lace is one part of the belly band, and then the paper will be the second part of the belly band. So just adding glue at either end, and then just having that put into place, like so. Looks super cute. And then, you know, you can have one card here, some writing paper underneath the other side. And let's just add some of this. There we go. And right in the center like so. And then look at how pretty that is. So we have the bird under there. We can put, I don't have any writing paper here, but we could put writing paper underneath. I do have these envelopes that are very pretty. And to make an envelope that it's, you can write on it, you just don't want to glue it closed. So just cut it out according to the directions, you guys. Oh geez, I shouldn't have leaned on that. And then just fold it up, because the directions were very simple to follow for this printable set. So you can close it up, or you can leave it unclosed, okay? And if you leave it unclosed, you then can open it all up and journal on the inside of it, right? So here's what it looks like. Just like so. Isn't that pretty? And then you can write on the inside of it. So these can get tucked into wherever you like. And I think I'm just going to tuck one under there, so that way I don't forget that it is another belly band there. So super fun idea, right? Okay, make sure I don't keep gluing that down. So I'm gonna, there are some pockets that I just didn't get to cut out. So hi Lisa Kid. So I'm gonna do some of those pockets, and then on some of these, we'll add these pockets, because there's some really cool, like, corner ones, there's long ones, there's skinny ones, and they all kind of serve a purpose. So you can also, if you like, there's a white border around this paper. You can trim it down, you can stamp on it, you can stencil on it, or you can, you know, you can smack a little lace on it, you guys, and you know it's going to turn out pretty. So let me see what I have here that I want to use, because I want to use something that's going to kind of sort of stick out of the book when the book is closed. But I got to tell you, my book so far we're doing pretty good. We'd have to use some pretty big lace along those borders to stick it out. This is coffee dyed. So also, you don't have to have lace the whole entire length of something. You can, ooh, it's going to make it anyways. You can, hang on, I'm trying to put it over to somewhere here. You can make it that it only goes part of the way. You can also take your lace, scooch it in some on your paper, and make it a tuck spot. All good things to do, okay? So I think though for this, I think I just want to do just a little line of lace along the edge here. So tell me in the comments, how many of you have like an extensive lace collection? Like you're going to say, Jimmy Lou, you have less lace than I do. I don't think that's necessarily true, but it could be. It could be true. But I just like to know. I need to know that I'm not the only like crazy person who has an insane lace obsession. It's like I can't pass it up. I can't seem to walk past it when I see it in the store or wherever. Okay, so we're just adding this along the edge here, and I'm okay with it sticking up top and bottom. If you want it straight, you can. Again, all a you thing. So I like that. I think we're good, and I think we can move on. So we have pages that look like this. And somewhere in here I have, here we go. This was just a page from from an old book. I have a lot and always adding more. I know I can't seem to pass it up, right? You're getting there. You have tons and tons of fabric pieces, Jamie. Okay. You have quite a bit of lace. That does not surprise me, Carrie Hall. Some of you I'm like, wouldn't have taken her for a lace gal, but some of you I'm definitely seeing that is true. Okay, so I have these tags, and this is the same lady as there, and these little boot pieces are the same. So let me just show you. You can take pieces like this from the collection and just add it as a border, and it will look cute. You can scooch it in a bit and do 3 sides and create a little tuck spot on it if you want to. There's some really pretty pieces here, you guys. So I think what I'd like to do is on one side, leave it alone for writing on, and the other side, make it a little tuck spot for a pocket. Does that make sense? What do you guys think? So to do that, I'm just going down, I don't know, I came in about a half of an inch. Okay, just like so. And then I'm just gonna watch from this side so that I put it down and I'm not like past where my glue is. Okay. So now that's a little spot for tags. I have these small tags. I have these like fancy tags. And then this side over here is going to look equally as cute, leaving this place for writing. So you can write and journal about something. And then even on this side, you could tuck a photo in there. I want to look like that lady. I think we all want to look like that lady when we go out. Actually, I like looking like me. I mean, I'm very confident in what I look like. I'm okay. I know I'm not like the gorgeous person in the world, but I don't have to be. What I have to be is kind. And that I pride myself on. I pride myself on being a kind person. So anyways, then you can even take some of these, which are like stamp ones. Look at, let's do this. Maybe he is taking her picture because maybe he thinks she's very pretty, right? But you can put then edges on here. And this is her dad. He's like, hello, I see a bird. Aren't we here birding? So you can just use, and these are just like from the kit collection. Whoever designed this collection, kudos to you because this is stunningly beautiful. I like it. I think my ladies like it. All right, so let's do that. Let's just, because maybe there's a little romance. I'm so bad at backstories, but maybe there's a little romance blooming. Yeah, I like her hat too, and it has a little birdie in her hat. Did you see that? It's cute. So there we go. Now, if you don't like the white edges, you could ink it. Again, guys, you could trim it down. There's enough room in this that you can leave it or you can trim it. If you get one of these books and you want, like half size, you could do this in half. There are people over watching videos on Facebook. Get off of Facebook and come on over here where we are. We are having fun. So tell me this in the comments, because I also have like a quilt obsession for doing covers, and I had it before. I just would use them on my bed. But so anybody have like fabric or a quilt obsession where you're just gonna be like, yep, that's me, admit it freely. So I was closing that to see if that lace was gonna stick out, but it doesn't. And I definitely want some lace poppin' fun here, you guys. So you can always use pieces of whatever. So let's see, let's go along this page for this. I think that's what I've got it out for. Not this night. Oh my goodness. All right, so there's a nice line of glue for this one. And we're just gonna go right along here. I'm just going to trim this off, you guys. And then, again, on any of this kind of stuff, you can add some really pretty things, okay? Like if I tuck this here, and I can make that into a tuck spot. Tons and tons of fabric. I think there is like one hobby is using it, and one hobby is collecting it. You're starting a fabric placement. I do have fabric placemats in the Shopify, and I have more going in there tomorrow. Not to fuel anyone's obsession, but so look at how cute that is. Isn't that cute, you guys? And then, hang on a second. Some buttons. Let's get those out. And then I also have some thread. Okay, so whenever I think of like thread boogers that get, I'm not the best seamstress, okay? I don't claim to be. But I think it's fun to sometimes take pieces like so, because I can imagine like birds gathering this kind of stuff and putting it in their nests. We can just put a little bit there and then add a little button in the corner. Can you guys see that okay? That looks really pretty. So I think that's doable. We're just gonna squirt some glue on there. And however that thread sits there, that's how it's going to sit there. So now we've got our first piece of lace that's hanging out of our book, and I'm happy with that. Okay, so all right, we have this part here, and I think we do this. I think we put one of these here, and some things are for just pretties. If that's Molly Jasper, don't listen to her. If it's Phyllis Johnson, maybe you should listen to her. Nests are definitely works of art, absolutely. And anybody ever like collect nests? I have a teacher friend that she literally like, she's like, oh, if you have any nests, collect them for me. No, thank you. So things I want to look for. I'm gonna go to to the craft store tomorrow, I want to maybe look for some feathers. Okay, I in no means planned on doing, I had something different planned for us on this platform tonight, and we definitely went in a different direction. So there's that. There is, so I was not planning on a bird obsession. I am not a bird watcher. I'm not a bird nest collector. I'm not any of those things, right? Let me see. Listen, I gotta have a pocket. I feel like I'm missing the target on some of these pockets because some of them are really, really pretty. And I think we can definitely use something here. Oh, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to jiggle the table. Okay. I've not collected them, but have observed many birds. Yeah, we had this. Hey, Chris Little, how are you? Here's what we're working on, Miss Chris. And we have yet to decide what we're doing on the cover. Although most of the ladies agreed, they liked this. Hold on, I definitely have something sticking to me. Most of the ladies agreed they liked this ruffle across the front like so, but I couldn't get them to agree whether they liked the bird's nest and use it as a closure. So as a closure, what I'm thinking, my nephew goes back in our woods and collects turkey feathers. Oh, that's cool. Is using seam binding to go around the book and then wrap it around here. So no matter how big and chunky your book gets, as long as you have enough seam binding, it will work. And then we could get some eggs and decorate, but nobody will commit to saying, yes, they like that idea. The only thing I can get them to agree on and commit to is that they like this ruffle on the front of this. So maybe you would like to have an opinion. Oh, so the music paper that I put in here is from this book, Up and Down We Go. I want to make a music book, like a music junk journal from this book. Like I want to just do all the things, give it a spine, put something cool in there. Do you guys like that idea? Look at these beautiful pages in here. So that it's kids. Now the Hanukkah thing isn't here because I tore it out. But you know, you got autumn if you want to do autumn, lots of things, right? You like the idea of the closure. I do too. I think we may end up having to wait to do it, but I think I'm liking the idea of it. Okay, so here's where we are. We have this, we have this. Here's a coffee dyed that we have lace, and then this is a pocket right here. Well, it was until I maybe glued it shut. There we go. So this is a pocket. You could consider the ruffle and deconstructed nest. So like rip that nest apart is what you're saying. Just rip it up is what you're saying, Miss Patty. Yeah, and it just, I mean, I want more lace hanging out, you guys. Okay, so here's a good opportunity for a hunk of lace, right? And then we can also do one of the pockets. So give me one quick second. I want to add one of these as a pocket. So I'm telling you, this person, they definitely are giving you, if you don't know how to do these things, it is kind of neat, isn't it? So let's see. I think we'll go with this one as this corner pocket. And then we're going to give us a, some lace along the edge there because I want there to be lots and lots of lace sticking out. Okay, so this book was started here on YouTube. We will probably work on it on a Facebook Live. If I do, I'll post the video in a playlist. This will all be on a playlist, so you guys can just watch it all in one place. If I do any of it off camera, well, good luck. There's 30 watching? Awesome. 30 watching and only 14. Oh, only 14. I only see one like. So here's what I need. If you're here and you're watching and you didn't give the video a thumbs up or ring the bell, as someone said, kindly do that. Hi, Karen. Karen Whitworth. We're working with a new piece of quilt fabric that if you're just getting here or you missed it, These are $15. They are, I forget. They're 9 3/4 high by 13 inches across. So you can do a journal cover with it. And we're doing a bird watching book today is what we're working on. And I was just explaining that we may or may not do this on. So I like this because look, it's going to match there, right? And then we can put something else on here. So let's just talk about this for a second. So see how these birds are encased in these stamps? It's okay if you take these and you fussy cut them out a little smaller and then use the bird on the front of things. It's also okay if you have like a circle punch and you want to punch something out in a circle, that you're getting that on there. That also is okay. You can also take pieces from the pockets, fussy cut out the bigger flower, and then add that there. So thanks for all the thumbs up, you guys. I appreciate it. So there's that, okay? So there's a lot you can do, but I'm liking this lady. We're talking about this lady with her little hat and all her fun things. And I just need to trim this. Larry did some fussy cutting for me. And it's just slightly different than how I would do. Okay, hold on. I don't have something to score with, so we're gonna have to fly old school here, you guys. And we're just gonna fold this under like so. Yeah, go figure, right? I'm only seeing one, but it'll show them to me after the live is over also. It'll be like, so many people liked this video. Okay, so I'm just going to take my scissors and we're just going to add that up like that. And then see, we're going to put this on here like this as a pocket. And then, it's got a lot of things you can tuck in there, right? And then we're going to put some lace along the edge over here. But I am going to put the lady like so on the corner pocket. And I'm going to let her stick off. Okay, there's no rules. There's no rules in junk journaling, you guys. You can have things sticking off if you want to. Also, there's no saying that you have to have everything vintage or used in a junk journal. You can just be making a really cool kind of scrapbook, especially if you bird watch or something like that. Debbie Fritz, if you're watching on TV, I don't think there's a way that you can see it. You have to be like on a phone or a device or any of that. So, okay, and then we're going to put this there. So just like this. And just like so. And doesn't that look pretty? I'm sorry, that looks pretty, in my opinion. I like it anyways. And then, if you have tags or whatever you want to stick in there. And I didn't bring any tags out here with me to do it with. So my apologies for that. And then what I want to do is I want to add some lace or some trim work along the edge there. Let's see what we have in the box of goodies over there. I didn't bring very many over. Oh, this is very pretty though. Oh, I also have this is very pretty. Look at this stuff. And this stuff dyes very nicely. This makes nice pockets. Maybe we'll do that on the other side with that. A second. Look at this. It's like a sheer, but it's really pretty, you guys. And I think if I can get it to not stick to my finger, it will look very pretty right along the edge there. Look at that. Yes, please. If you X out of the chat, you'll see it. Miss Pat is saying to you ladies. Oh, and I forgot I also have this stuff. Look at this. This would make a good belly band too, you guys. It's like I can't move fast enough right now. You need to be creative. Yes. Yes, you do, my friend. Okay. So we're just going to add some right along here. just like that. Karen, I hate to do this on a live on YouTube, but we went to send you something, and so you may see a voided label, a voided shipping label, only because we accidentally were going to send it to your house. So we had to delete and go back in. All right, so our apologies to that, but it is what it is. Okay, and then what you can do with this pretty lace that's hanging out all over the place is get you a bird or a bird watcher. I feel like I'm just, oh, or how about a nest? And just add this at the top up here, like so. Stuff will still go in and out of your pocket there. Okay, let's just add some of this. And then I'm not going to glue it down all the way, just in case somebody wants to tuck something else underneath there. And again, you can do the whole thing with the string. You could get some sticks outside. All right, let me show you this. Okay, I do have some eggs, you guys, but I knew these eggs are too big. These are from Easter last year. This would be great though, like if these were to fit in here on the cover, but they're way too big, you guys. And I'm not putting one egg on the cover. But this has like this grassy stuff on it, and it's been falling off lately, so it's not going to hurt me any to yank a little bit of this and to glue it. Okay, I definitely made a mess. Just add a little bit here, like so, like that. And then we have that kind of moss. Now, I don't have a whole lot of moss stuff here and there, but I think it looks really pretty. So I feel like this maybe got pulled a little tight, and that's why it's pucking under. There we go. That's better. There we go. I get the feeling it's just going to keep flopping over, so it's going to do what it's going to do. All right. Definitely going to have to probably come back in and just keep sticking that down. There we go. All right, turn it over quickly, Jimmy Lou. All right, so I have some of this, and I think if I trim this neatly on the one end, we can create, here it's neater on this end, a belly band this direction, right? So we can put envelopes, cards, whatever in it, and that's gonna look really pretty also. And then I still have enough of it that we can add along the edge somewhere. Okay, so let's do a belly band on the back of this one. Hang on, I need to do something with this. So tell me, does anybody bird watch? If you're watching, anybody want to admit to it and say, yep, I'm a bird watcher. I like to watch them if they're outside. We have one that builds this nest in the back of our house all the time, every year. Same, I think it's the same bird. I don't know, maybe it's not the same bird. I like to think it's the same bird. All right, let's just trim this off like this. All right, press that down, you guys. And we're just gonna do this along here, like so. I don't know, it's like wanting to do its own thing, you guys. I think it's just some of that stuff. And then we can just do like so. And then look at this, look kind of cool tucked under there. Some writing paper will look cool tucked under there. You definitely have options on that one, you guys. All right, hang on, I'm making sure that I'm not accidentally gluing pages together here. Always check that, especially when you're gluing lace down, because it's a possibility that you're missing it. Okay, let's see. this one this way. And then remember, they had some pieces that were like those straight pieces across, but I think what happened is I used them all. So, but that's okay, because the nice thing about something like this is you can always print more. You can go in and you can print more and all of the things. So I'm just trying to find something that is going to satisfy what I want to put there. Like maybe this one. I don't know, maybe I just want to wait and see. That would work. So here's a good example of taking something that's not for what it's intended and making it for what you want it. Okay, so this is that envelope. Ooh, these scissors definitely cut crooked, you guys. Oops. Alright, let's see here. Do-do-do. Yeah, we have bears here. That's why we don't have bird feeders out. Okay, so I'm just gonna do this. Just gonna frame that out a bit, and then we're gonna go over the piece here like that. Okay. The only bird you know is the pink one, a flamingo. We have eagles. Well, first of all, there's a trash dump not very far from our house, and so there's a lot of hawks and stuff that circle. But we have eagles that nested there. They nested someplace else, and then they went to put some stuff in that just, I don't know, it chased the eagles away. So now they nested up at the at the trash dump, but you know, that's okay. All right, I'm just going to take this and we're just going to put some where I think it should go and hope for the best. Okay, there's our birdie. I don't know what any birds are, to be honest with you. Yeah, so I like watching the eagles. In fact, there's a what is it called? An amusement park that's not real far from me, and they have eagles that were like injured and stuff, that they can't be reintroduced back into the wild, so they live there now. Yeah, the huge, I do know a woodpecker too. Yeah, I think that, like, because they're so protected in the United States now, I think they just, yeah, definitely. Okay, so here we did this page, and that has some lace. So I think I'm to a place like I want some more lace kind of thing. But again, you can have lace stick out from anywhere, top, bottom, side, wherever. It doesn't really matter. And I have this yellow, and it's very sheer and very fine. I'm not even sure it's going to show up on the camera, and I'm not even sure I want to use it. But I do have this. Let's use this. This stuff is sparkly, and I think we should use it. I think you should have some sparkle here and there sometimes. Okay, so this is what this looks like. There's a piece already cut. See that? It's like a gold kind of trim. And I think that will look really pretty along the edge here. And then we can do a pocket along the bottom of this writing page here. So if you know birds, tell me what your favorite kind of bird is. Everybody's got a bird that they like, right? I like an eagle. I think eagles are very beautiful, majestic. Um, my dad loved eagles. He was a prisoner of war in Korea, and he always would just imagine them in his head, and he always wanted to just be free like the eagles. So it had a special meaning for him. That's why I think I like them. I also love cardinals. I think cardinals are really pretty. And it's not that it has a special meaning or anything. I just think they're pretty. So, yes, Jamie. Okay, so tell me, Jamie, is it because it has a special meaning for you or you just like them? Okay, so this we're going to put along the edge of this over here. Okay, and I'm going to let it stick out the top and the bottom just like that. Okay, and if it gets to be it's too long and I don't like it, I'll cut it off. Do you sew or finish around the edges of the cover? I did not. I left it. I left it alone. So, but you could. This is very well quilted, but I think that like getting tattered and ripped and torn some, Marcia, is going to be absolutely stunning. But now you said you wanted one of these quilt pieces. Would you like me to stitch all around the edge? Because I can do that. I can do that for anybody who's getting one. If you say, oh, I'd really like to have one, then just say so. Okay, where was I? We did that page. We did this. I was somewhere. Here we are. I just keep flopping it over. Hummingbirds are intriguing. Oh, yeah, they are. They're kind of cool. They're a little busy for my taste. They seem like they're all souped up on something, but they are very cool. My daddy loved cardinals. Has been gone 26 years. Aw. Now she's watching on the TV. She has to put down the TV remote. I can stitch it for you. Not a problem. So hers. Anybody else who's getting one that wants theirs stitched as well. I don't typically stitch them. I just usually we cut them and send them. But obviously if it's requested, I don't mind it. And it'd just be in like a cream color. You wouldn't be able to really see it. Okay, so there's that. So we're going to add this as a pocket down here. And then again, I'm just adding this. And then you can journal on this. And then we have this pretty gold and it's really, really pretty. So Lisa Kid has a good variety of birds in her backyard. I do put bird food out, but the squirrels, yeah. We got squirrels that are just running around, busy beavers getting their stuff all situated for the winter. And they're crazy. My mother has cardinals. Oh, and she loves them. Yeah, my aunt, she has cardinals that are out too. Hang on, my glue bottle has decided to have a spot in it again. Oh, you couldn't figure. I don't know how to comment on your TV without like that weird remote thing if you have to do it. So let's just add this here at the bottom. Now this set, the only thing it didn't have is it didn't have any like phrases or words or anything like that. But you can look in books, in like there are other places you can purchase like wording and things like that. Are my hands that bad looking? A little bit. I was dying today and I had gloves on. All right, and then we're going to put this, speaking of hummingbirds, pretty sure that's what that is, right here, you guys. And then whatever you want to stick in there. You want to tuck a journaling card in, you can. I didn't bring any tags out here with me, but the tags would be fun. It's easier for you there. Okay, so right here on this part. And like I said, if you want to, you can do, hold on, a little too much glue there. Oh geez, stuck my thumb in it too, you guys. You could like track different birds that you see or any of that stuff, okay? So we're doing that. And then let's just put this guy here. We're gonna just glue him down. And hold on, I think I have him on a smaller card. There's a lot of these little journal cards. Let's tuck one or two of those in here too, because they're fun. I thought I had some littler ones. Okay, there obviously maybe didn't get cut out. Got the backpack. Let's do that. And then what I'm going to do to make it a little bit smaller is I'm just going to cut the frame that's around it. I'm just going to cut that away. So that way we can just do a little card. Swans, ducks. You like to watch all of them? Yeah. They are fun, aren't they? We have like this little lake near my house that they have swans that nest there like every, I don't know, what is it, in the fall. They have their little babies. So super cute, right? So then you can just put like bird tracker and then, you know, eagles, write down in the thing different birds that you've seen. Okay, so let's get to this section right here. Okay, now look at all this yummy goodness that's just hanging out. We've got that one piece of lace just keeps tucking under, you guys, but it's going to hang out there too and be very pretty. On this side here, let's take this. I have this stuff. This is very pretty. This dye is very pretty also. And let's just put it along the, look how pretty that looks. Let's put it along the edge there, you guys, and make it as a pocket, okay? And then we can put, you know, one of these cards as decoration. The birdhouse is kind of cool. So just find something that you love and stick it there. All right, let's do this. Trim this right here. But anyways, I got this at Hobby Lobby. And it's a cotton lace and it's really pretty and it dyes, like it holds a dye color really pretty. So I definitely need to get some more of it, but it's super pretty. And let's see, where are we at in this book? Okay, we're getting there, you guys. We're getting there. All right, so I'm just gonna do a line of glue along the spine. I'm not going right up against because I don't want it to stick too much. Okay. And let's just put this right into place there. Isn't that pretty? I think that's pretty. Now, you know what I didn't bring out here, but I wanted to do was a hidden paper clip. Do you guys like to see how to do a hidden paper clip here on this page? Because I think, quite honestly, it would serve nicely on this side, especially if we put something like the birdhouse or some of these birds that they're like on it. Like we can make it happen. What do we have here? This one's very pretty. It's kind of regal looking. Down here, and let's get some of that string, that thread, wherever I put it. Look at, you guys were like, oh, your stuff is all nice and cleaned up. No, it's not. Look at it, it's a mess in here already. I already can't find something. Here we go. Okay, we'll do one. I'll have to grab a paper clip, but we'll do one. Let me just get some of this thread. And this is just black thread that I sew with on my sewing machine. And we're just going to take some of it like so. And we're going to put it right down here. I have a kind of pretty button. And then this is a pocket then, you guys, see? So I definitely need to print out some more of those bigger journaling cards. But don't be afraid to put something as a placeholder. All right, I gotta go grab a paper clip. So let me do that. I'll just drop that in place and get us a little squirt of glue there. That will hold our thread and our button. Make sure it's not sticking to your finger. Okay, hang on a second. I need the only thing I need is a paper clip. And of course there isn't going to be one right here at the dining room table. Okay, I'm back, and I brought some of this kind of lace out with me too. Okay, whew. So that's tacked down there. It's not glued on, so we're good. All right, to make a hidden paper clip, you need a paper clip, and then you need an 8.5 by 1 3/4. So I'm just gonna use this. This is scrap anyways, right? Okay, and then here's how I make mine. Take your piece, this is 11 inches, and fold this end, let's go this way, so it's tucked on the inside, and fold it to within 1/2 of an inch of the edge of your paper. That's your first fold. It's literally 4 folds, okay? So there's that one. Take this edge and fold it back to that first fold. Okay, so now you have, it looks like this. Take this and flip it over, and then fold this end all the way up to the top like so, and press it down. Now you have a Wonkadoodle W, okay? Wonkadoodle is my word. It's a word I made up. I make up words pretty often, and it just means like off-centered, crazy, wonky, okay? But I like Wonkadoodle. Take a paper clip. This is a jumbo paper clip, and put it onto your paper like so. And then you just need to glue these 2 flappers down. Now, over on Facebook, I recommend this a lot. Make a bunch of bases. When you're sitting, you're watching TV, it takes nothing. I mean, you can cut the strips, and then if you just have a TV tray, have dinner, put the dinner to the side, make sure nothing's sticky there, and then sit and make a bunch of them. You can just take your scraps and cut your scraps into 1 3/4 strip, so that way, and then put them in a box. Then you, whenever you're watching TV, you could just sit and just do the fold part, so you don't have to cut and all that. Okay, you could tear if you want to tear, that's okay. I feel like this looks long, but I guess it's about the same size I always do. But glue, the paper clip and everything is getting glued right in there, okay? So if you've never seen me do these before, I did not I did not come up with the idea, I just did it, okay? And then all you gotta do is decorate it, whatever you want to put on there. Now, the stuff from the kit is quite large and will cover the whole piece. But if you want to add some lace or something pretty that would stick out of the top, you could, right? So we've got a birdhouse. I think I want to do a birdhouse. And let's go on this side. So I'm dropping my birdhouse down almost flush. And then I have that weird white space there, right? That's where you can add something pretty. So on my other one, I used this yellow and I really liked it. I thought it looked pretty along the top edge and sticking out of the book. So I'm going to do the same thing here. So just put this on like so, and then just glue this on over the top like so. And then your pretty little piece will be even prettier because you have this sticking out. And then whatever you clip on there, you can, put something underneath there. Tag, writing paper. And yeah, and they do use up your scraps a lot. Kimberly Rosner, hello and welcome, Miss Kimberly. Well, I don't know people's on here as much as I do over on Facebook. If you follow me on Facebook and your name is different here than it is there, just let me know. So we're going to add some glue along the edge here. And we're going to glue this down, and then we're going to start wrapping this up for tonight. I need to get back into doing the YouTube lives once a week. I was doing them once a week before. I just, it's a busy time, you guys. It just is busy. So I want to start doing them more again, okay? So maybe my Facebook friends will help me remember that I want to do that. All right, then I'm just lining this up even Stevens with the bottom of my clip so that I have this. Now you could totally take your thread and do the whole little thread there with a little button if you wanted to. And then we're going to put this guy on the other side over here. And I'm lining him up with the bottom. See how one edge is a little shorter than the other? You don't want to glue anything together on the sides because your stuff needs to slip in there. And you don't want to glue it together on the bottom or it definitely won't work, okay? So just be a little cautious with that. So let's do this. And then we're just going to take him and we're going to put him on this side just like that. And now you can't even tell it was a paper clip, right? Okay, so someone asked me, and I thought I answered, but I maybe didn't answer. But someone asked me this. Well, what about if you want to do a paper clip this way? You can totally do a paper clip this way. Just get you some landscape pictures or ephemera and decorate them this way that they go onto your book sideways. Totally can do that. I am a very busy bee. You're going to have to watch it full screen to see. Yeah, and if you get stuck on it, you can always come back to this video and reference it, okay? So now we have this, and I want the birdhouse on this side, and the guy with the camera can be on this side, okay? And we're just going to slip that down over the edge. So see, what happens now is we have something sticking out of the top, which I like. We've got stuff along the edges, which I like. And then that's adding to that as well. I got these playing cards. Look how pretty these are. And we do a thing on Facebook called Pick a Card. And on Saturday, we're going to be doing a sale. It costs just $15. That includes shipping. And you get everything in the Pick a Card to make these little tiny journals using cards as your front cover. I did a thing on Facebook this morning where we took the back side, we covered it with cork, and then we made it really pretty. But I want you to see, this just matches these journals nicely. So you can glue them on as a tuck spot. You can just, you can tuck them into pockets, whatever you want to do. It's entirely up to you, okay? But they're super cute. I think they're cute. Okay, so here's what we have. Here's where we're at. On this page here, that yellow that I did there, we're going to put some here. I also brought out this piece of lace and this brownish color piece of lace, which I think is really pretty also. And I want to add some lace to the edges of these next few pages. Now this one has a pocket on the side here, so I definitely cannot do lace there, but we could do lace on this side here like so, and we can create a little tuck spot to put things like this into, right? So that I think we're going to go with there. This, we're going to do the yellow. Here's my yellow piece. And I want this to go right along the edge, just like so. Oops. And we've got a little nest here that we can add. I don't want to lose where the coffee cup was sitting because I think that's kind of cool. So if we get half the book done today, that's not too bad. And then I keep thinking to myself about that nest for the front cover. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. I need for you guys to just one word is all you gotta do is say nest or no nest, okay? And then because I'd like to kind of get that set into place so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. But then look how pretty we have all of these things sticking out. I think I might do like some of that yellow I just put there. I might do on this front piece, just so that that brown isn't quite so harsh. But even if I did this one along the edge there, it's going to soften that brown some. So that way it's not in my face brown so much. So I say let's do that. Okay. And then see this little bitty piece here? I can save this to use on something like this or, you know, some other things. This I want to add down here. Let's glue that before I forget. Okay. Okay, see, this is why you guys weren't saying about that you like the nest, because you were like, we don't really like it. So what I need to do then is I need to find something kind of cool that's going to look really cool on the front cover. And I don't know what that's going to be yet. Yeah, I can show you one more time, but it sounds like the majority of the ladies are like, no nest. We don't like no nest. Okay, so here's the nest. And we were going to put it, it does stick up high. So if you're going to write in this, I think, other than to smash it down, but I can tell you, there is wire through this. Hang on a second. Let's see if we can deconstruct this a little bit. It looks like it's just a paper clip holding it together. But I wonder if we can't do something with it. I just feel like somebody said about deconstructing the nest. Oh, good gravy. It just poked me, you guys. Not the wire, but the nest. You just got on? You just got on, so you don't know. That's okay. Welcome. We're glad you're here. It's definitely falling apart, you guys. I see why it was wired together now. But it also is looking a little cooler now that I'm yanking it apart. So see, we can take some of this, look at, and we can pull it and yank it and unwind it. Who said that about deconstructing it some? And then we can mush it. Ooh, we're definitely causing a mess here. Anybody feeling differently about it now that I yanked it apart? Yeah, I can do a flower. Yeah, I do still feel like it's kind of going to be a hot mess for the cover. So now that I've made a mess everywhere. Hang on. So yeah, maybe a nice big flower. Again, the stuff from the kit, you can print it at half size. So these ones that have the bigger birds, like even if I just cut something like this out of paper, you know, you can put things down a peg or two and it'd be okay. Yeah, I think it's just not going to work as much as I really wanted it to. And I really worked to get that nest out from where it was being stored too, by the way. So let's just do this along this edge there. Okay, and then that's going to give us that kind of white to sort of break up that really hard brown piece that was there. Okay, and then we're almost done, you guys, for today. We've got this. Okay, so this is a pocket here. So I'm going to create kind of a bigger journaling card that's going to fit in there. But there were some of these pockets, look at, that are really pretty. And we're just going to grab one and we're going to put it right here in this big sort of empty space. And I'm not using the flap part, okay? Oops. I said I'm not, and here I am cutting the flap out. I just cut it out this way, and we're just going to make it a flat pocket. That it's just going to be flat against the thing. So 3 sides. It's okay. I don't mind that it's coming apart because I can actually pull the sticks from it and put it into this book if I want to. My eyes are a little tired right now, and the lighting is different here than in my craft room. So I'm feeling like I don't want to make a mistake, if that makes sense. So now we have that as a pocket. But see, with something like this that I just said, if I take my scissors, it's really going to make a mess if I cut it, but I don't care. And I cut it, we can then have some of this as part of our, little nesting kind of thing and just make it pretty. So there's that as an option too. All right, we're going to take this. Let me trim this straight. And this is going to go along the edge here. And I'm going to let it go out a little bit, but I also am going to make it a tuck spot. Because I have that really pretty card I want to tuck in there. And I think it'll just look pretty. And then I'm going to take all this stuff and put it on top of my cutting board. And I'm going to sit it in my room. And then tomorrow, over on Facebook, I have a couple of things I have happening over there. Okay, and one is I want to finish this tall skinny over there tomorrow. We got to a place where we're like right here. So I want to try and finish this tomorrow. I need to create some cards for inside there. And I want to get some more lace coming off the edge of my book on this one. So these books, I actually, I have, if you're new to me, you don't know what I'm talking about, over on Facebook, we do a sale. Ooh, Jimmy Lou, easy on that glue, girl. That's a top load pocket, and you don't need that much glue. We do a sale once a week usually. This week we're doing a pick a card sale, so that's just, it's kind of like a game and it's fun. It costs $15 to play, and it's just, we have fun with it, okay? And all right, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go right along the edge there and drop that down just like so. And then we're gonna take this guy and we're gonna put him like right like that, and we're gonna create a tuck spot for him too. So it's about halfway done, I would say. Like I'm okay with committing to halfway done. But then we have these cards and stuff we can tuck inside of there. I have some brown writing paper I'm going to fold and tuck into these places too. So the only thing I'm not too keen about is this right here, but it is what it is. And we're just going to let it happen and be part of it. But I think I still need to keep some of the book as part of this. So what we're going to do is I'm going to glue a corner pocket here, and I also cut the flaps off of that, so that way we can just glue it down flat. Easy peasy, guys. Flat is easy, so you can go this direction if you want, and I think I like it. I think I like it that way, you guys. Let me get this out of here before I poke myself with it. And I'm going to take a bit of this lace, this white lace that we used a minute ago, and we're just going to cut some of this because it's very pretty. And we're going to add this along the bottom down here. So it's going to be kind of like this. And then that's going to stick out the bottom of the book too. I did get a lot done, didn't I? So you can come back and watch the replay. It takes like overnight, I think, for YouTube to actually finish like uploading and doing all the things. At least for me, it does. So I just usually let it go and go to bed and then worry about it tomorrow. But I like to share it into my group on Facebook, the Junk Journaling Jamboree. If Molly is here and wants to do it, she can do it. So some people are rewatching old videos over there and they should come over here with us. So we're just going to add this here. And then I'm going to find something to kind of do this with, but yet something smaller. Oh, well, maybe the bluebird might look good there. Tell me what you think. Should I cut the bluebird out and put him as part of this? And I can fussy cut him. Let's do that. Let's fussy cut and see what that would kind of look like there. These are not my fussy cutting scissors. But we can kind of do something like so. Just to make it unique, right? And pretty. Because there's literally no red in any of this, I'm okay with the black. Like I can even take a little black lace and add some black lace to this and be okay with it. The black isn't what's bothering me. What's bothering me are the red birds because there's literally no reds in here. But it's okay. There doesn't have to be. It can be what it is because they are part of the bird family. They're just because the person who created this didn't add them in doesn't mean that you can't, right? Okay. So here's what we got, just like so. Here's our cover. We definitely have a mess here, you guys. With our laces hanging out, very pretty. Tuck anything you like into the pockets. I actually will gather up all of my ephemera pieces and stick them in. I also like the idea of using these on the covers just as something pretty to decorate it up a little bit so that you kind of know what's happening when you get inside the book. And then we got that beautiful nest. I almost want to just print this, cut this out, and add this to the front cover, you guys. If I put that on the front cover, we could go high, we could go low, we could kind of go in the middle. We could find just a really cool button too to put on there. So we've got the birds here and here. This is a tuck spot. We've got this guy here. This is kind of plain, but I'm leaving it because of the coffee. And you do need places to write. You want to do one? Okay, I did on my Facebook page, I did put links, you guys, for this printable kit over on my Facebook page. So you could go over there and find that. Look at perfect size for those cards. And so I need to print some more of the solid pages because I have in the back here, I have the other half of that envelope pocket and some other things. So, and I want to put some tags in these pages as well. Very pretty. We got belly band here. In fact, I was like, what am I going to do with that? Well, let's put a journal card under there. Because we can. And then we have this for writing on and this as a tuck spot when I get to my, you can journal on the clouds. On the clouds. Clouds of what? Wait, what did I miss? I missed it. What are we talking about? I didn't see any clouds. Well, I missed something. But anyways, we have this side here will hold a tag. And I have some really cool shaped ones that I like. I have some round ones that are kind of cool. And so another good idea for flipping through your book like this is for me to make sure I didn't glue something together. And we just have these. We've got this little pocket here, our hidden paper clip, our tuck spot here. Oops, hang on, I got oh, I thought I had something glued together. Oh, put clouds over the red birds. Yeah, that actually is kind of a cool idea. You could definitely stencil over it if you wanted to. Again, I think I don't want to cover up the words, and I don't really want to cover up. I don't really want to cover up a lot with it, because it is kind of cool in its own right. So, and then there was one other thing I wanted to show you that you could do with pockets of this type. Okay, so these pockets here. Let me just get it. We can trim these, you guys, and if I take off the wings, okay, if we take off the wings but leave the flaps, I'm afraid I'm going to make a mistake. If we take off the wings but leave the flaps, we can create kind of something fun here. And that is 3 inches. Okay. Take this one and make this one 3 inches. Just make sure you cut them all the same width. Okay. And then I'm just going to fussy cut these off of here. I'm keeping the flaps for a reason. Anybody want to venture a guess what I'm going to do with the flaps? Dancing with the cloud. I might do clouds over it just to soften it. I think I have a cloud stencil. I think. Anybody want to get? I did say I was done, but I just want to do this just one more thing. That is my husband with the guitar. One more song. So a piece like this is kind of cool to do exactly what I'm going to do with it. So there's 3. There was a 5th one. I mean 4. Here's a 5th one. Ooh, not a pocket waterfall, but just a waterfall. Because you can. Because it's giving you the element that you need to create. So if you just take these and fold these flaps under, and I don't have a score tool out here, or I would have scored it. Fold these flaps under. You're then going to create, oops, your waterfall pieces. Okay. So you can print as many of these as you want. You can print something on the opposite side if you like. But, you know, I mean, that's not 100% a given. But we're just going to make it a waterfall is what we're going to do. And we're going to do it on this coffee dyed page right here. Okay. So to create a waterfall, you need, I always want to be like, you got to have your flaps all the same, but you don't, that's not a given. Like, that's not necessarily true. You could have a waterfall that's all different things. So a waterfall tag is fun also, that I would be agreeable to. And I haven't done one of those in a really long time. Like a really long time. Okay, so but this just kind of screamed that it was a nice kind of thing to do here. So let's check it out. I want to make sure my pieces, when I put them on here, are just slightly different. So that way I have them on. Okay, so it doesn't have to go the whole length of the book. It can go just part of the way. If I get these on here and I'm like, it should have had more, I can always print more and do them. These were pockets, and I cut off the side flaps. And I'm trying to get my glue unclogged. There we go. All right, so I'm not going all the way to the top. I'm going to do it kind of in the middle a little bit. Okay, don't forget you can add lace and all the pretty things if you want to. And I was saying about you don't have to have lace the whole entire length of a book. You can do it just a little bit. You can do it along a top edge. I think along the top edge would be pretty for this. And then just put a little something, kind of, you know, one of these bird pieces or whatever. These are like just the right size that on the back side you could put them. I'm going to leave the back sides blank though for writing. So that way whoever gets it, they could write on it and do all of the journal things that it's intended for, right? So then to build this waterfall, I'm just going to put this one lined up next to that one using the flap as a guide, okay? When I open this up, whenever I use this next one, the next one is going to be lined up with that as a guide. Okay, so waterfalls can be fun. It can give you a lot of extra places in your books. I just want to caution you that if you have a really fat book and you weren't wanting a fat book, you'll have to kind of maybe decide not to do a waterfall. But waterfalls can be like heaps of fun too, you guys. You can make pockets on them. You do all kinds of things. You can make things that flip and flap in all different directions if you want to. Okay, so it's just, whoops, so it's just an itty bitty. I'm finding it that on the coffee dyed papers, I'm having trouble with my glue sticking. And that could just be because it's coffee dyed, and that's okay. Okay, and then here's the last one. So see, we just have a bitty waterfall. It didn't have to be a big waterfall. And then if you want to, you can take one of these longer pieces and put this as a pocket here and then use a tag to hold this all closed. And it just turns out super cute. Super sweet. And I'm not doing a big tag. I'm cutting the flaps off. Okay, this is the last thing I'm doing to this book tonight, you guys. And then tomorrow, we'll see where we get tomorrow, right? So tell me in the comments, will any of you be able to sleep after this? You're going to be like, oh man, now I'm thinking all these things I could go do to my book. And Jimmy Lou is a duty head for keeping me awake like this. So my apologies if I'm keeping you up or any of the things. I brought a tag out here for a different project, and I don't know what I did with it, but I was going to show you how it can stick in there. Let me just quickly grab one. Oh, I found it. These are from my Tag-A-Day project, and so then you can just take this and you can put this in there, and it'll hold it down. Eventually, it'll definitely stick down. But even we can take her and we can just glue her onto there. We can put other things on there if we want to. And then when it's tucked in there, if we put her up a little higher like that, you're learning a lot. Good. So it will hold this down, okay? It'll give you a place for a pocket. If we put her up a little higher, you could journal here and on the back. And I'm even okay with leaving the elastic springy thing on there for this. Just like so. Now it's a lot of white. So even though I have white in it, there's not a lot of white on this page. So let's just grab this ink and let's just kind of do some shading on here. Okay, so just like so. And then we'll just tuck her in there. Okay, you can add something different to that. Anybody know what this is from? It was off the top of that piece of lace and I yanked it off. Okay, and I don't have any bulb pins out here or any charms, but you could take a charm on a bulb pin and stick it to the top of the tag, and that's going to give it a little extra weight too to help hold that down and in place. And the more it's sitting in the book, the better it will look, the better it'll turn out flat wise. Okay, so we're more than halfway done with our bird watching journal, you guys. I love this cover. I am going to keep the lace from the front, this piece here. I told you guys I would consider keeping this to add along the edge here. And then somebody said about a flower, but I think I'm gonna really think hard on this because I want to also attach a closure, so it's either going to be a nice big button. I have those seashell buttons, which are just gorgeous. So we might have the nice big seashell button on the front there with the seam binding, and then this may just go away. So we'll just play with it some more and see what happens. So I just want to really thank you guys all for joining me. And I hope you all have a really good night. I have all of this to put away, so it's not here for breakfast tomorrow morning. And I will see you guys real soon. I'll be live at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning over at the Messy Craft Corner on Facebook. Let's switch this chair in because I have to remember how to end a live on this because I don't remember quite. And I hope I don't have to jiggle the camera all over around to do it. But anyways, so thanks for those hearts, you guys. I appreciate you all very, very much. Hey, paper crafting with Bev. I think that's Bev's Creating with Love and Whimsy. We just are finishing up. It is Miss Bev. Paper Crafting with Bev is Bev's Creating with Love and Whimsy on Facebook. So you can go give her some love over there and here as well. Look at how pretty. So here's what we got done. We got our cover piece finished. These are just my ephemera pieces are going to get tucked. I'm just going to do this so they're in here for when I want to work on this book again, right? All of those things. I'm trying not to make a racket. And we've got that pretty dyed doily in there. And I'm going to take some bulb pins with some charms and I'm going to just charm it up. And we've got lovely lace pieces, Serious Bird Watchers, tuck spots, coffee dyed paper with pretty double layered belly bands. I like the double layer belly bands. I think they're fun. This is a pocket. And we got lace trims, pockets, tuck spots, lace, more belly bands, writing space, and then this is a tuck spot. Yes, good night. Thanks for joining me, you guys. And then here's this with a pocket. And then, like I said, you can track, if you're a bird watcher, you can write different things that birds that you see. You've got that side pocket there, hidden paper clip. We've got this as a tuck spot here. And then I guess I'm just in shock when I turn it and I see it. So I have to do some things to that. And then this is a side pocket here. And this is a top load pocket here, which we'll be adding things to. And then we just finished up this waterfall for writing on and looking pretty. So we still have about half of a book to finish and decide on what we want to do as far as a closure. So you guys all have a good rest of your night. And yes, I'm going to be watching for what kind of closure I want to do on there. So I'll be working on this on Facebook. I'm not going to hold it until next week when we do a live here because I just ain't going to have the patience for that, you guys. And I'll see you all real soon. Hey, remember to always be kind, you guys, because you never know what someone's going through. And I'll see you real soon. Okay? Bye, guys. I have to remember how to do this. I'm going to have cracking noise. I'm sorry. Sorry, guys. I forget how to do it while it's in the cradle. So let's see if we can figure this out. Sorry. Mute microphone, enable fly. Oh, exit out. There we go. Have a good night, you guys.